Jazakallah khair. Today we have a very special opportunity before us. We have with us Brother Bernie. Yes, is it okay to call you Bernie? Is that what you go by? Yeah. Okay, Bismillah. Now people get excited when you say Bernie too, so you know, and it's for you, I'm sure. So we have Brother Bernie here who is joining us today. Brother Bernie, would you just come and can we grab a chair for the brother and have him join me here? Let's put him on the side here like this. And actually, Brother Ali, would you join us as well? I think you're spending time with Brother Bernie, yeah? Is that okay if he joins us? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just we'll grab a chair and have you. Yes. Say again? Yes, please. That would be amazing. Brother Bernie, my name is Kamran. I am one of the imams here at the Tarbiyah Institute. It just means that I'm, a servant of the community. Alhamdulillah, I'm fortunate to be able to fill this role. And I was given some background on your journey, and I'm extremely humbled and excited at the same time that you've decided that tonight, inshallah, in the presence of these incredible people, some of whom I'm sure you know, some of whom I'm sure you've never seen before, but they've come here because they also wanted to honor you, as you've decided to take your Shahada tonight. Is that correct?
Correct.
Jazakallah khair. So we will do that. We'll do the Shahada process, but I do want to quickly explain just what's going on so that everyone is aware. In Islam, religion, faith is made quite simple and quite pure. And so the decision to become Muslim, there isn't some elaborate, act that is involved. There isn't some, extensive process. It's a conviction of the heart that is expressed on the tongue. And so there's the key element to it, which is between you and God, where you have faith in God, and you have faith that He has sent us messengers and prophets in the past, and that He has sent one final prophet, one final messenger in the form of Prophet Muhammad, and that the final message that came with him was kind of the conclusion of God's law and teachings and tradition that He wants us to live by until the end of time. So that's an internal conviction, and then it is to publicize that conviction in front of a community who will become your brothers and sisters, who will embrace you and will give you their phone numbers and take yours and want to take you out and will pray with you shoulder to shoulder and we'll just celebrate with you on days of celebration and be with you in days of struggle as well. So there's these two elements really. So like I said, it's quite simple. I say it, you repeat it after me. I would say it in the Arabic initially to honor the tradition, and then we'll do that 3 times, and then we'll say it once in English to really hit it home. Afterwards, I would like for maybe, since Brother Ali was spending time with you, maybe just to say a few words about you, and then also give you a chance to share any thoughts that you had with the community as well. Let me hand you this. So you're just going to repeat after me, and I'm going to make it really, really simple. And I'm also going to take my mask off so you can see how I'm pronouncing the words.
Sounds good.
All right. And brothers and sisters, you guys please, renew your Shahada as well as we do this. Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Ar-Rahman.
Ar-Rahman.
Ar-Rahim.
Ar-Rahim.
Ashhadu.
Ashhadu.
Anna.
Anna.
La ilaha.
La ilaha.
Illallah.
Illallah.
Wa ashhadu.
Wa ashhadu.
Anna.
Anna.
Muhammadan.
Muhammadan.
Abduhu.
Abduhu.
Wa rasuluh.
Wa rasuluh.
Ashhadu.
Ashhadu.
Anna.
Anna.
لا إله
لا إله
إلا الله
إلا الله
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
محمدا
محمدا
عبده
عبده
ورسوله.
ورسوله.
أشهد
أشهد
أن
أن
لا إله
لا إله
إلا الله
إلا الله
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
محمدا
محمدا
عبده
عبده
ورسوله.
ورسوله.
I bear witness
I bear witness
that there is no deity
that there is no deity
worthy of worship
worthy of worship
except Allah,
except Allah,
and I bear witness
and I bear witness
that Muhammad
that Muhammad
is his final
is his final
servant and messenger.
servant and messenger.
Takbir, takbir, takbir. Brother Bernie, congratulations. And again, thank you so much for allowing us to be here for this beautiful moment in your life. This is the beginning of a journey, and not the conclusion of one. Islam is a vast ocean of information and knowledge. Take it with one sweet, taste at a time. And there are so many here who will be so happy to help in that regard. The first and foremost of which we have Brother Ali. So, Brother Ali, would you just, say a couple of nice things, if you don't mind?
First of all, I'm going to sound like I'm going to cry. I'm not. I'm just nervous. Public speaking is. So I'm sharing this with Bernie and with all of you. I was born in Syria, right? And I moved here when I was 19 years old. I had an easy life in Syria. I had one sister. We had a comfortable life. And I decided to move here to make it better. So it's a lot of people's dream to come to the United States to build a better life for themselves. And when I got here, and I had my green card, I was very excited. I got it. But that's when the hard work actually started. And that's when I started to have to wake up at 5 in the morning, learn how to speak English, right? Yeah, I'm still learning.
That's hard.
14 years later, still learning. Learn how to polish my resume, how to sell myself as a valuable worker, how to go to college, how to pass my classes. So even though this life is so much easier than my previous life is so much easier than this one, this requires a lot of hard work, but the reward is tremendous. That makes it really worth it.
Mm.
The same thing comes with marriage. When you're by yourself, you can sleep whenever you want, you can eat whatever you want over the sink, watching TV. When you get married, you have to forget about all of that. I'm not telling you to run away. It's worth it. I'm telling you to do it because it's worth it, even though it's hard. And the hardest test of all is when you get children, right? I'm not a Tarbiyah Roosevelt. If I was a Tarbiyah Roosevelt, people would know that, what I'm talking about. But,
Alhamdulillah.
we get children not because it's easy, it's super hard, but it's super rewarding. It's very hard. It's very hard. But it's really worth it. So when he said, you're just starting your journey, a lot of people will tell you that, okay, now you have to pray, you have to fast, you have to pay zakah, you have to do this, don't do that. And like he said, you heard other brothers and sisters that were born Muslims and still ask you about, is this halal, is this haram? And it's a journey. So, and every prayer and every rak'ah, we say, Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim, grant us the straight path. So we're all on this path and trying to find our way. May Allah make it easy for you. And we're here for you, inshallah. And I hope that you're there for us too, because we're on this journey together. And I love you for the sake of Allah, brother.
Jazakallah khair. So we're going to ask, let's give Brother Ali a the for Islamic spiritual care. And so Brother Ali is one of the team of volunteers. For any of you who'd be interested in being a volunteer in that regard as well, the efforts, or even if you want to support those efforts in any other way, we'd love to have your support. It's really, really work. A little bit about yourself and
Expected it at some point, but spiritual at all, and a lot of people say, "Oh, you're converting to Islam." I want to do everything right, I want to do everything the correct way. So I was a little bit anxious about, breaking rules per se or not doing something right. But Ali told me, it's all learning. It's a big learning curve. As long as you do this right now, the Shahada, I wanted to do it a little later in the future because I wanted to read the Quran a little bit more, and I wanted to be more knowledgeable before I came before everybody and read the Shahada. But Ali said, it's not about how much you know now, it's about how much you will continue to learn. So that's the biggest thing about this that has stuck with me, and I've met so many people that I care about and look up to within the past year, and I'm just excited for this journey, and right now I couldn't be happier.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. A round of applause for our dear brother. So what I want to do is I want to just, honestly, the brothers want to hug you. So I'm going to give them a chance to do that. And we'll just give it maybe 4 or 5 minutes, brothers and sisters, before Salat al-Isha. And then we'll stand for Isha, and we'll call it a night. Again, please don't overwhelm Brother Bernie, but please do, exchange contact information, plan to take him out for lunch. Instead of offering him like, hey, you should read this book, you should read this book, you should read this book, just be there as a friend and a brother, and he will let us know where and how he needs our input, inshallah. So Jazakallah khair again to you and to all those who joined us today. And like I said,